So we're going to start standing, just in my comfies. You can be in your PJs if you want, it doesn't matter. So we're going to start standing and we're just going to circle the ankles. I think quite often we forget about the feet, we neglect the feet quite a lot. So we're just going to circle into the ankles and then point and flex the toes. And then change sides. So sometimes when you circle the ankles, you might give it a bit of crunching, a little bit of clicking. And then point and flex the feet. And then just start to pedal out the feet one at a time. I'll just put my pants up so you can see what I'm doing. So we're just going to work into the feet. You can even do this in a seated position as well. And then we're going to go to the wrist, so we're going to do some wrist circles. One way and then the other. Come down. And then you're just going to open and close into the hands, so just spreading the fingers out. And then bringing the hands together, taking it side to side, and then doing like little circles with the wrist one way. This is good if you work at a computer as well, because you can get tension around, then putting them together and just taking them side to side. Next one, we're going to bring it in, we're just going to side bend and reach and then take it to the other side. So just mobilising into that spine, getting a bit of movement in, bringing it side to side. It's quite nice to do this before you go to bed, it's quite nice to do it when you first get up in the morning as well. Nice little side bend, side to side. And then just bringing it in and just kind of like rotating the body round. Feels nice. You might get like a little click into the rotation. And then we're going to open into the hip. So we're going to stay on one leg in case you need to hold on. So hip open one way and then bring it in the other way. So open the hip and then bring it in. And then change sides. So you're opening. Especially if you've been seating as well, these hip flexors shorten. Then we're going to take the feet wide and we're just going to go side to side. So you can either come to the floor or you can just come to the knees. And then hold it down, and if you can, just stretch to one side, and again, staying on the knees if you need to, and just opening off. Bringing it back into centre. Let the body fold forward. Take hold of opposite hands onto elbows, drop the head, bend the knees, and this is ragdoll position. Just allow the body to come down. Release the hands down. And then slowly bring it up to standing. And again, just let the body come forward. And then slowly bring it up. Bring yourself down onto the floor. In a seated position now. If cross-legged's not comfortable, sit with the feet in front or just straighten the legs out. Whatever, I prefer to sit like this. It's just if you come to my yoga classes, I sit like this a lot. Okay. So we're just going to take the head to one side and centre. You can close your eyes when you're doing this if you want. So we're just taking the head side to side. Now we're going to take the ear to the shoulder and take the head all the way down. And then change to the other side. Roll the neck forward. And then take it down to the other side. Bringing it back to centre and just take ear to shoulder. Just releasing out any tension around the neck and the shoulders. Drop the chin to chest. Back to centre and then take the chin to the air. Let the mouth come open. Back to centre. Chin to chest. And then bring it all the way up. And now we're just going to take the shoulders up and down. So it's kind of like you're shrugging the shoulders and then bringing it back down. Shrugging them up and down. Now let's roll them shoulders forward. So we go forward and in, forward and in. 2 more. Forward and in, last one. Now take it back. So we roll them back and in. And sometimes just doing this on its own feels really nice. Now if you can, bring yourself to a cross-legged position, and we're just going to reach it over and then change sides. So just getting a nice little stretch and then change. So mobility really, and moving in the body just in a way that feels good. Nice to be able to just get up and do this throughout the day, especially if you're sat down a lot. And then taking your left hand onto your right knee, take your right hand behind the body and just twist it around. Remember, don't force the stretch, just go to your body's limit. And then change sides. And you might find on one side you've got a bit more mobility than the other. It's normally the case. And then bring it to centre, just bringing your body forward, just allowing the head to release down. Relaxing the shoulders forward. And then roll yourself forward so you're into an all fours position. So you want your hands and your knees on the floor. You're going to inhale, drop the belly, take the gaze up. And then exhale, round the back, chin into chest. Inhale, drop the belly, take the gaze up. And then exhale, round the back, chin into chest. So this is cat and cow. You'll see it done in yoga and Pilates. It's a lovely way to mobilise the spine, to bring some warmth into the spine. And you can make the movement as big or as small as you want. So you can bend into the arms if you want. You can sink back into the hips and then come up. And all we're doing is creating a bit of fluidity, a bit of movement around that body. If you want to then drop the hips side to side, you can do. Then we're going to take our right ear to elbow. We're going to inhale. Right, that's not even your elbow, is it? Your right hand to your right ear. Boom. Take your elbow up and then feed it through. So now we're working into mid-spine, around about where your scapula is. This is your thoracic spine. Quite often got restricted movements in this area just because of our lifestyles. So we're just going to open up and then take you through. Nice and easy. One more. And then release, change sides. We take it up and then take it through. And as I said before, you'll have one more movement on one side more than the other. That's normal. We've always got that one side that's a bit more open than the other. 2 more. The last one. And then we're going to push in front, sit back into the heels and come into what's classed as child's pose. Walk the hands around to the right, get a nice stretch down the left of the body. Back to centre and then change sides. Bringing it back up to onto our knees. Going to take your left leg in front. Now check the knee and toe alignment on this one. If the knee's coming too far forward, step it back a little bit. If the toe's coming too far forward of the knee, so if it's like this, you want to step the foot out a little bit. Take your inhale with the arms up, and as you exhale, sink that hip down to the floor. Doesn't matter how low it goes, but we're stretching into the hip flexor. Got one muscle at the front of the body that connects upper and lower body. It's called your psoas muscle. It's quite a powerful hip flexor muscle and quite often contributes to a lot of lower back pain. So we're just stretching it out. So we're going to put left hand on left knee, reach that right arm up, and then just take it over slightly. Remember to stretch within your limits as well, and then bring it back to centre. place the hands down, start to extend the front leg slightly, and then replace it. So we're just getting a little bit of mobility moving now. And then reaching it up again one more time. Bring it down, change sides. You're going to see a difference on sides as well. We've always got a better side, haven't we? So checking that toe and foot alignment. Inhale up, and then sink down, reaching it up. This is my better side, definitely. Right hand onto the knee, lift the left arm up, and then take it over. So nice stretch, right up from the hip flexor again. We've got that psoas muscle. Reaching it up. Plant the hands down, start to extend and straighten. And then replace the foot, reaching up one more time. Now we're going to bring it down to lie completely on our front. You're going to take the hands either side of the chest and then slide the forearms forward and come up into like a sphinx position. So the forearms are protecting the lower back on the floor. We don't want the shoulders up by the ears, so we just roll them down, keeping the feet on the floor. Just getting a nice little stretch into this area. So remember, stretching shouldn't feel painful. It might feel a bit of discomfort, but we don't ever want to get to the point where we feel that we're in pain. And then if you want to go a bit further, you can bring the hands in, roll the shoulders back and lift up into full cobra. But you know, that's not going to be for everyone, so that's okay. Then we're going to push back into child's pose. We're going to bring it up, tuck the toes under, take the hips high, and we're going to go into a downward dog. So you're making an upside down letter V position and just have a little pedal out of the feet, bringing some mobility into the body here. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the floor. That is not the point of the exercise. Just have a little pedal out and then pushing the heels down. And then just pedaling out again. Then drop the knees and bring yourself onto your back. Last one. So we're going to draw knees into chest. Take the arms out to the side. Drop the knees over to the right and take the head to the left. So you want to make sure that you're keeping both of the shoulders on the floor as you're doing this. Just a nice little spinal twist. And then come back into centre. Put another one. And change sides. And then change sides. One more time each side. And then bringing it back in, change again. Bringing the knees into centre, roll yourself up to seated. Put the flats of your feet together, using the elbows to push down, or you can butterfly the knees if that feels better. You have to let me know how you're getting on with your mobility. If it's going to be helpful, let me know if you do it as well throughout the day. Just stretching in, just butterflying the knees. Taking both legs out in front, bring the left leg in, take it over, hug it in, and then twist round. Final stretch. And then change sides. And then just coming back to centre to rest it down. So I hope that's been helpful. A little bit of mobility. Nice to do of a morning when you get up. If you've been sat at your desk for a while, or you know, you just feel a little bit tight in certain areas, it's really good to do for that. So just try and do it. Like, it's only going to take a couple of minutes. You might want to leave some of them out. Some of them might not be for you, but it's just picking and choosing the ones that are good for you, and knowing what's just going to help. If you've got any tension, if you're sitting around a lot, you know, at a desk, or if you're just self-isolating at home now and you just sat around and you just need a little bit of movement but you don't quite fancy exercise, doing a bit of mobility, just getting the body moving in a way that feels good and releasing any tension from the body is really, really good. I really hope this has been helpful. Please let me know if you do watch it and if you do give it a go. If it has been helpful, just pop something in the comments just to let me know. And yeah, I hope everyone's okay. Sending love out to everyone as always. You know, we're all going to get through this together. Apologies again that I came on 10 minutes late. But as I said, we were clapping for the NHS and then I got chatting to one of the neighbours, and don't want to be rude to you because I think we all need a bit we were 2 metres apart, don't worry. But yeah, we all need just a bit of chatter. So yeah, but I do hope this has been helpful. If you are wanting some more exercise, the new timetable is now out for the online fitness studio. So every Monday I have a new timetable. So the new one's out for next week if you want to go and have a look, and let me know if you want to join. But I really hope this mobility session has been good for you. Please comment and let me know. Please share it with anyone you know might need it, and also anyone you know who could benefit from being in this group. Please add them to the group. But I'm just sending lots of love out. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight, and have a lovely night's sleep.